Hi, I'm Jason Debley. Just got back from a 10-day vacation in Jamaica. I live in Canada. It's been a brutal winter since about February onward. Lots of snow and ice and cold weather. So fortunately I got to go to Jamaica. Went through Toronto and then direct to Montego Bay. And from there I got on to Ocho Rios with the family. And while there, I tried some Jamaican rum. When in Jamaica, do as Jamaicans. And the rum we're going to feature tonight is Appleton Estate Signature Blend. So this stuff was widely available on the resort, and before I left I picked up a bottle. I paid $23 US. I'm sure if I searched around on the country I could have got it cheaper, but I didn't. And in Canada you pay $27, and in the US I think anywhere between $24 and $27. So Appleton Estate Signature Blend, no age statement, but I can tell you a bit about the rums that make up this blended rum. There are 15 different rums according to the distiller's website, and those 15 rums are aged anywhere between 5 and 10 years in American oak, specifically oak barrels, first fill casks from the Jack Daniel's distillery, so a Tennessee whiskey kind of plays a role in this rum. Alcohol by volume, 40%. E150A, yes, artificial colors there. Not the end of the world. It's distilled and blended and aged in Jamaica. And it's a cheap rum, and I found it to be quite delightful for what you pay for. So let's try it out. I don't have any musical interludes, so it's up to me to do that maybe. Rum is fermented molasses mash. And rum is interesting. It's different from whiskey. It can generally expensive rum can have an interesting nose. But this cheap rum is actually quite a delight. It's sweet, there's sugar cane, burnt almond, some summer savory, something exotic going on here. And oak. What I like about the palate, it starts out a bit sweet, but mid to late palate, and definitely by the finish, it gets dry. So initially you get the sweetness of the sugar cane, salted caramel, that good Tennessee distillery oak, we know that comes from Jack Daniel's, contributes to the flavor profile. And what makes this rum interesting is that mid-palate, you got some mint, tarragon, dill, almost some Montreal steak spice. It's really kind of intriguing. There's something exotic mid to late palate in this rum. It's not bitter, it's not burning, it's a great mix, and on its own it's nice to sip. It's not complex by any means, but you're on the beach, you're by the pool, you're watching a game. This does the trick. Pairs well with a cigar. The finish is drying. You have those kitchen spices I told you about, tarragon, mint, dill. Then you have the American oak, salted caramel. It's very nice. There's really no flaws with this cheap rum. It's not hot on the nose, not hot on the palate. There's no burning alcohol note at all. It's sugar cane, brown sugar, a little bit of orange rind in there, maybe some apricot initially. For the money, this widely available Jamaican rum, you can get it in the US and Canada at a very good price point. Canada's like $27, so in the US I think you're looking at like $23. It's good rum. So when you're a little short on cash, maybe try this Jamaican rum. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers.